Okay. We should potentially be live. Just saying, I gotta tweet out this. And we're live. Playing the Stanley Parable. I've seen a little bit of this game. But I have. It's been live for 12 seconds. Is my stream not working? Shit, I might have to refresh. It's broken. Not working. Oh, there we go. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of this game, and I know what it's about, but I've never played it, even though I've owned it for a long time. Now you're up. What does that mean? I'm up. In the corner? Back in the corner? Hell yeah, I am. So let's get into it. I'm not gonna like fully try to 100% this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yeah.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Gotten around to it.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
It's a very easy job. I wish I had this
job. Might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Wow, Stanley
was happy.
He's a perfect employee. He's my kind of guy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
No.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Stanley, no.
Something he would never quite forget.
What?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
What the fuck?
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Everyone else is dead.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Says you. So this game is basically just everything the narrator says is a choice, pretty much. So I'm going to try to go through a bunch of different endings. And, but I'm not going to try to get every single ending. I'm just going to play this for a little while. Until I'm satisfied, then we'll move on to something else. If there's still time left in the stream. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Who farted?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like work. I just hate my boss. Wow. Hashtag relatable content. Real relatable. Can I not go through these other doors?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Shut up! I do what I want. I'm playing my own game. Fuck you, asshole. Douchebag. Okay. I'm going to backseat this game at all, by the way. Okay. It's probably for the best. This game is not a difficult game. It's purely. So it doesn't even seem like I have choices here, but maybe I do. I just don't realize it. I think there's like always the choice to like stay where you are. Instead of, oh shit.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. GG.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Stanley's a fucking rebel, okay? Maybe I'm gonna go back, though. What about that, huh? So this first one's a rebel run. I know, Joe. I know there's a ton of endings. I'm not gonna try to get all of them. Because I know there's some that are like really hard to get, aren't there? really precise.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Just beautiful. I want to get some fucking drink, though.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And don't feel like it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Nah, Stanley's a fucking player. So, this guy's a player hater, I think. I think that's what we got right here. More than 3. So, 4. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Well, let's not do that then.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
jeez.
here.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, I'm colorblind.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Awkward.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked.
Awkward.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yeah, don't stop me. I do what I want.
You see? There's nothing here.
Fuck!
I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Damn it.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Yourself.
Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley.
I'm
Help
happy.
elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I guess
Tell you
so.
what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Definitely.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Wow. See, I
How did
bettered
I
the game
know
already.
the game needed a third door?
My game design.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Nice. Third door. No, this is just...
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
I didn't even see it.
Honest answers, please.
I didn't even see the competitive leaderboard. Did I just miss it? Give it a 1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on. And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay, what is it? Oh, shit. Damn, we're loading a new game.
In this game,
the
baby crawls left towards danger.
Yes.
You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Don't question me,
But of course, the message of the game only becomes...
I didn't... Like, where was it? Was it on the left or something?
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Bye, baby. Sorry. You're not gonna last this one out. Oh, gosh.
Heartless bastard.
Yeah, I know.
Did you
What's
do
wrong
it
with
because you
me?
hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I
Little
can't
bit of
think
both.
of a single thing that might improve the experience
Yeah,
for
you
me.
wouldn't be able to.
I'm not even going to try. I'm
On
out.
the left.
I'm out.
I think I like saw a glimpse of it,
It's
but I
over.
was...
Thank you for playing.
Asshole.
Your input was extremely valuable.
What the fuck?
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Yeah.
Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Pick somebody
What do
else's
we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, boot it up. Let's play something else. Oh, damn it. I hate
Is any
Minecraft.
better? At
Oh,
last, the one
fuck.
thing you
Haley's gonna
always
be
desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Haley's gonna be so
Was it
happy.
enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
Ah, damn
Would
it.
it ever be
I have to
enough?
change the title and
But I'll say
everything.
this. I'm done making
Fuck.
things for you. From now on, I will
Playing
only
Minecraft.
create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where? Where are you at?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
What? Building. You're invisible. That's a terrible house.
Let's see, what does
Do
it mean?
better.
Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off...
I can't even go in.
Yes, it's complete.
Aw,
I made this, Stanley.
adorable.
Look at it. Gaze upon my
It's
work
terrible.
of art
It's
and
terrible.
feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I can't make anything.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I can't go anywhere else. Ah, he's left me no choice. Okay.
Isn't it grand?
Yeah, it's real nice
Isn't
in
it
here.
perfect?
Yeah.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Yes.
Diamond everything.
Yes.
Yes. Come along,
Now I
Stanley.
like where you're
We have to go mining.
Yes. What the fuck? I've never seen this part. Oh shit! I've never seen this part of the game.
Oh my.
Did not know
Looks
it
like it's
turned
gonna
into
get a bit
Minecraft.
dark. Have you brought a light?
Have I? I have not. Oh well, my brightness settings are pretty high, so.
No. This is
going
far
in.
more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
Oh fuck!
Even
Spider!
Simons couldn't save
There's a
this
spider
one.
in here.
Okay, new game.
Oh damn it! Jeez, this guy's an asshole. He's not allowing me any. What's going on? Portal.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me
Asshole.
talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I love it. Happy little radio.
Oh,
I haven't done a Portal playthrough
It's
on my
puzzle.
channel, have I?
critical thinking,
Stuff to do that.
Stanley. Your forte.
Is it? I don't think it is Stanley's forte, to be
Genius.
honest. Man, are we gonna play through Portal? Man, this is...
No, actually, you know what?
What
I
the
think
fuck?
that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through anymore.
Oh, I'm alive. I've escaped. Yes. Oh. Okay, I don't think I was supposed to fall off that one. Holy shit! What the fuck? I'm in uncharted territory. Where I am, no one can follow. You can't find me here. Stanley, we gotta get out of this one. Stanley, let's get out of here. Let's go back. Let's go back to the desk. Wait. Weird. Okay. I didn't realize I turned around completely. Let's go back to our desk, Stanley. Yes. Let's back to our desk. I don't know why there's a blue thing there. What is... This is not our desk. What the hell? They've been watching us. Why is everything so low quality? that's fine. Let's keep moving, Stanley. Oh shit! He found me. Jump scare.
What he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Yes.
And if he's learned the heavy cost
I
that comes with it.
Finished with it.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
The chaos and
that
fear.
is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
there's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Ooh, spooky.
The end will be here soon.
Oh.
Very soon.
Is that a threat? He's threatening me? He's threatening me. That's illegal, right? Where's the end? End is never the end. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. Damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Messed up my little journey. I was having a great time. Resetting me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Beginner's guide. I don't think I've seen anything of that. Have I? Shit. I think I was gonna watch Joseph Anderson play it.
Here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I love it. There's just so much good writing. What is hot? Profits, profits, profits. Yeah. Man. Love this slideshow. Oh, yes, that's true. I am the most unique. Straight white male. Big unique. Fuck. Oh, I love it. See, I don't really want to play too many games like this because, I mean, there's not a lot I can add to this. You play the game by yourself. It's going to be more entertaining than me playing it, generally. Okay. He's going a little crazy with it. I want you to calm down. Boss appreciation. Did the guy tell me to leave the meeting? I think he did. I'm just want to see all this shit. Whoa, talk radio. Mitosis. That is a big plan that I have. Metamorphosis is also. And becoming comatose, yes. Okay, I think we're back at the beginning here. There's too much. I'm not gonna try to read all of it. Fuck it. Keep moving.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, let's go appreciate that boss. I'm being a nice boy now, Stanley. Stanley is reformed. This is his boss's office.
Stepping into the manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
He's dead.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What is it?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Wow.
Amazing.
Crazy
he stepped
how that
into
works.
the newly opened passageway.
Oh shit, over here. Wow. Fucking nightmare factory in here. That's awesome. Okay, it looked like I was going up for a second. Terrifying. Then we drop right into Outlast.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in
Stanley
his
was
chest,
horny.
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Nope.
Why did he feel this now?
No,
when
Stanley's
for
gonna do
years
everything.
It had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Spooky. Very spooky.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Stanley. Go, we're getting mind controlled, okay? Sorry. It's just your time to shine. It's not now. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Sure. Stanley, you're strong. You're a strong boy. I believe in you. No, you do your thing. Camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed.
Ooh, awkward.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom.
Yes, you have stumbled upon Owen Wilson's stream. Lucky you. Lucky contestant number 3.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah. Yep.
No.
No.
He refused to believe it.
Okay.
He couldn't accept it.
Jeez.
His own life in someone else's control.
Telling Stanley
Never.
how he feels.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Wow, Joe. Betraying me for Owen Wilson. Can't believe
Here
you.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Here? Yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking end this. Tyranny! We have to fight the power. Sorry. Stanley's channeling through me at this point. The Stanley channel, if you will. Nice. You do it, Stanley. Proud of you.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
But there were a couple dots. I saw those dots.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Get me out of here.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Yes.
And yet,
Yes, Stanley,
even as
yes.
the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Now we don't care.
What other mysteries did this strange
Now we're
building
peacing out.
hold?
Now we're good.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
It's beautiful out
No
there.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
It's weird how
It
old
was
this game
perhaps
is now.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wow.
Stanley felt the cool breeze.
That door was so thin.
A feeling of liberation.
It's almost like it was like
the
1
immense
pixel
possibility
wide.
of the new
Or
path
0
before
pixels.
him.
It's 2D
This
door.
was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yay.
And Stanley was happy.
Good ending. I think we're good. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Wait, I didn't get an achievement for my other one? What? The other ending wasn't worth it, huh? That's probably the only achievement, I think. I think we're good. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll play it a little bit extra.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so let's take a couple little choices here. So let's try to escape instead of going to the mind control facility. Let's try that next.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. Yes, he did. Stanley, willing as
Yet
ever.
there was not a single person here either.
Yes.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's go down here first. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? Why is this light down here? Is that where a hobo sleeps? Hobo Charles.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
I want to take the,
He
why
might
is this
be
car?
fired
How is
for
this?
that? And in
Maybe
such a
this
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Yes.
None of it made any logical sense.
Pretty crazy.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yes.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
That sounds really nice.
He thought to himself.
I like that.
I'm through with this dream.
I want that.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
You could never
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I want to
Please.
push the buttons.
It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
Stanley's married. Stanley's
all I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Nice.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Nope. It didn't seem to work. Didn't seem to work, Stanley.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me
So
I am
intense.
real. I must be real. I must be.
This is
Can
like
anyone
PT,
hear my
dude.
voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ooh. He passed out. He's dead. Stanley has died. Stanley perished.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Ah.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few
game is so
brief
old.
moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this.
What is going on with
it
the
was
lions?
only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Didn't call the cops or anything. Fucking dead guy on the sidewalk again. Just ignore it. It's fine. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Who
Stanley
knows?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, that happens. Sometimes you do just miss a memo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he's left. Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'm good. There's a bunch of interesting shit to do in here. You got ratchets, you got wires.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
That seems
No
pretty interesting to
reason
me.
to still be here.
There's a lot of fun you can have in the broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA. I enjoy doing fuck all, I have you know.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes, I am.
Standing around doing nothing?
Deal with it.
Why?
Deal with
Please
it.
offer me some explanation here.
This is
I'm
my life.
genuinely
I do what I
confused.
want. I do what I want. I'm gonna glitch through a wall. See me. Watch me whip. Watch me
You do
nay nay.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
There's a
If I'd
fucking
said
mop bucket in here.
Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. It didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
It's important to my story, okay? Build my own adventure. This is an
Maybe
RPG.
to you, this is somehow its own branching path.
I'm a D&D
Maybe
character.
when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say,
Yes.
"Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The
I
broom
saw a
closet
clip of that.
ending was my favourite."
Broom
And
closet
your
endings
friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What the
He
fuck?
probably only got the job because
What?
of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Where you at?
That or with drug money.
Where you at?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? That's a lie. You're a fucking liar. Piece of shit.
Well, I've come to a very
Come at
definite
me.
conclusion about what's going on right now.
Fucking
You're
fight me.
dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
That's true.
Well, in a situation like this,
Pretty
the
similar.
responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer
Why is this like a radioactive?
dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative
Wait, is this guy
of the
not human?
long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh, it's so good. Psych, bitch. I wonder how many, like, what percentage of the game's lines have to do with the broom closet. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. We'll wait for, there's one more. Oh. Yeah, we could take a look around.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
What's in here, though?
You too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish?
Maybe.
Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Alright, I'm just gonna jerk off in here. Will you do it again if I leave again? So good, man. Love it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's so good. I wonder what's back there. What is back here? Ooh. Oh, nice. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. This guy's a criminal. Motherfucking criminal. It's fucking Eminem in here, dude. Fucking Eminem. Spooky. Oh. What the fuck? This guy's fucked in the head. Business strategy. Yes, that is my business strategy as well. Shooting pandas in the face. Talk to you later. I see an elevator, I enter an elevator. This is what happens. What is that like? There's like a slight voice in there. Is this like a dance instructor music? The narrator's jamming out right now. It was a long elevator. It was a really long elevator ride. I guess this is one of those tall buildings, isn't it? What? I guess there's nothing here. Maybe if you stayed in here for a long time. The narrator's like kind of jamming out to it. Da 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 Da, da, da. What does that say? I am the most expensive boss. Very expensive. Big expensive.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
No.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
So Stanley left. Stanley went home instead. Okay, never mind. Stanley can't go home.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, he just wanted. He would never know. So Stanley would just sit here. What all done? I just jammed out in an elevator for a long time.
2845.
Stanley doesn't know. Stanley doesn't know what it is. What do you say? Stewage lilies. Nice. That's what I like to see.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Back here. Spooky corner. Okay. Just keep moving, Stanley. Doing a realistic run here. How many endings have I gotten so far? 3? 2? Just 2 so far. For half an hour. The infernal shows start happening. Written in blood and shit. That would be awesome.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Extension
Control
914
Facility.
immediately. How do I do that? How do I dial? And whoops.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wow. It's kind of fucked up. Why did you say that to Stanley? It was a really long
The
hall.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Looks like I'm not going to do that, though.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Can confirm. Stanley's suicidal. You didn't know about this? Well, goodbye, cruel world. Woo! We're still in it. We're alive. Easy. We out here.
As the machine went into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
True.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Facts.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Please no. Not like this. Not like this. Oh, we're alive.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated.
Who are
as the
you?
machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Did it? I'm alive. Liars. Liars. Bunch of fucking liars. The Stanley Parable. Hello.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Let's go confirm. Where am
When
I?
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Awkward. That's fucked up. But this is Stanley's room here. Okay. Oh, there's credits even. Here you go. So now I don't have to watch the credits if any credits play. Here you go. Here's the credits. Yep. Enjoy. Sweet. Kevin Brighting. Kevin Brighting. Wait, who's the second narrator? Who's the second narrator? Design. Additional voice work. Leslie Staples. Aviva Pinchas. Jenny Coughlin. Interesting. Interesting. It's kind of weird. Kind of like spoilers. Is this the credits ending? Credits ending isn't actually. This is the museum ending. I think where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. There's so much, dude. There's so much in such a simple game. Such a simple and complex game. Oh, you dead? Oh wait, what? It was a strong bad. Dear strong bad. Wow. Sad. That's my favorite one. Love me some strong bad references. We will kind of spoil it for you. What? How can this game be spoiled? Apartment timer. Okay, so this is spoiling it for me, kind of. Because this is showing me a bunch of shit. How do I exit out of here? Do 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 do.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Yes.
How they wish to control one another.
Yes.
How they both wish to be free.
Turn it off.
Can you see?
Power that bitch
Can you
down.
see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
It's the credits. Interesting.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Ow.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Yeah, shit. I forgot which button was escape. Awkward. Do 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 do. The game just like corrupts all of its files. Can never be played again. Hello? Anybody out there? Somebody help me. I'm scared. Hello? Do I have to press click? Do I have to begin the game again? I guess so. I guess I'm just dead. This is what death is, Joe. It's just a void. Fucking black void, turns out. Can confirm. See, I don't know how many things there are if you just, like, wait shit out. Is there something that appears here if you wait long enough? Let's just start again. I don't want to wait forever. Okay. So
just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Pretty sure there isn't anything there. Make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
When Stanley came to a set of two this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to go in this room. This room is cool. Damn it. Impossible to open.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What's in there? Yeah, let's try it.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
And juked. Whoa. Spooky, Stanley. It's okay, Stanley. It'll be okay. We'll figure this one out together.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
I don't want to go left. I want to do other things than that. There are 3 sad endings in this game.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
To the right? Are you sure?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
This is great.
Let's see. We went down right, left, down, left.
The one where I die?
Yep. Okay. Yes.
Or the one where
got it
Stanley
now.
makes it out?
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't trust it. I want to go to the right. Damn it. These doors fucking lock. Fuck you, fucking fan. Shine your lights on me like that. You an asshole. Narrator, this is... What the fuck? Oh, we're up above.
No.
Oh,
This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Spoiled it.
Okay.
Close your eyes, Stanley.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No. Damn it. Why can't I close my own door? What if I just hang out here? Just a little bit. I get pissed at me. It'll probably take too long to actually get anywhere with that. I really want to try it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Very likely. Stanley's a fucking klutz.
When Stanley... Wait.
No,
what?
This isn't right.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over completely
You fucked
fresh.
it up, man.
Everything should be...
You fucked it up.
Well, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No, I didn't do anything.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
It's
It's
weird,
an
like,
adventure.
just-
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What the fuck? Where could this story possibly be? Oh, jeez, there's adventure everywhere. Oh, I don't know. I want to go this way. These two lead to the same one. Oh, but they branch off. Oh, geez, so many choices.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, don't do it.
Well, I find it
I'm
unlikely that we'll
exploring.
ever progress by starting over and over again.
Exploring.
But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Oh shit, I
Why
already been
not?
down here. Damn it. Okay, well, hopefully you fixed your shit, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This game is ridiculous. Oh, you fucked it up again.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, probably. Probably just overlooked something. Spilled coffee everywhere. Not happy about that. 420. Got the plant right next to it too. I'm gonna go in the 420 room, dude. Get fucking lit.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
And there we go. I'm going in the circle.
No, wait. Never
Shit.
mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is so ridiculous. Oh, yes. Of course. This looks like a fucking... I'm gonna get murdered here?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah, me
Is this
either.
the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Like Resident Evil?
Is that correct?
Is that correct?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well,
Not
you know
really.
what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Woo!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No,
Job us.
I don't feel right about this at all.
Wait, you just
We
said
both
it.
know you didn't put in any actual work for
What?
that win.
I totally
Some people
did.
win fair and square,
What?
and this was not one of those situations.
What the fuck? You can't take this away from me.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Got an achievement called You Can't Jump. Still in Parallel Adventure Line. How we figure this shit out
All
this
right,
time.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Sure. I mean, there's shit the other way, though.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
Does
It's
it?
over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into
on
being
the wall.
via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
That's for sure. Oh, jeez. That was so loud.
Cut the music.
Nope.
Go back
Shit.
and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Look at that fern.
No. Line. You do know, Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Oh.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Got it. Take some pictures. Can we take some pictures? Nice fern. Big fan of the fern. Yeah, that's good fern. Yes. Okay. I like this Adventure Line one. This is a good one. Anyway. Oh, we're not going in the 420 though. I accidentally cut off some of his dialogue. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to do the fern thing.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Again, Line, how could you have done this to us?
Fucking Line.
After we trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Ridiculous.
Restart.
Wait, you're going with the Align again, huh? Not that. You think the Align's a good idea? Also, the Line
You
is...
know what, Stanley? I say forget the Adventure Line. What's it ever done for us?
That's
We're
true.
intelligent people, right?
Fuck
Why
the
can't we
Adventure
make
Line.
up our own story?
Yes.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Well, what about these directions? Okay. Let's go down this path then. Maybe something exciting down here.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Dracula Slayer.
I'm ready for it.
Let's kill some Draculas. But we're actually a werewolf?
Oh, no, not
Oh,
you again.
damn it. He just
Stanley,
bust
I'd also
in.
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
What if we go back the other way? Just ignore the line. Go back the other way. This is going to take too long to get back the other way. I love how this just breaks the whole spatial awareness. Fuck. It's, okay. It's not going to do anything, I don't think. Fine. We'll just ignore the line. You know what? That's fine. Fucking line bursting into our story. Our good, perfect, beautiful story. Fuck you, line. We had adventures before. It's just ridiculous. Nope. She escaped up there. I love how it's like broken. It's a sentient being. What the fuck?
Ah, a choice.
Circle
We
road.
get to make a decision. From
Yes.
here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our
Jeez.
destiny awaits.
Okay. I can't go through this one at all. Okay. Confusion ending. Been playing the confusion
what's
ending
this?
for 16 minutes. It is the longest
The
fucking one.
confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
8 times?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank
This
simply
ending
because
is
it's
the
written
most
here on
interesting
this,
one.
this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Spooky. So the next we have to find the line again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This shit is so ridiculous. Holy shit. I read most of it. It was a mix-up.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I have to find the adventure line. I don't know where it is. Adventure line, where are you?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I don't know.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't think the adventure line's up there. Oh shit, I don't want to do this one. Ooh. If that is just gonna trap me again. I don't know if I read the very last bit of it. And eventually dies. Okay, I think I did see that.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Sorry, I'm trying to get through this. Jeez, narrator. Can we
Feeling
please?
soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
This game is so ridiculous. There's just little things for everything. It's just so good. And then big things for some things.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Just don't find that adventure line though. Are there any choices I can make here? I think I missed the adventure line. I think I went through the right door. Shit. Fuck.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What does it say? There's numbers. Is that an image code? Kinda looks like it. Except for it's not in hex, is it? Is it in hex? No, they just look like normal numbers. I too hard to read it from way back here. These are normal numbers. Probably not image code. Shoo. Observation protocol. Is there a choice here? I don't know if there's a choice here or not.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
Doesn't
revealed.
feel like it.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
Nice,
nothing.
Joe. I was wondering when you were gonna get to delete. You're gonna become elite. Oh, can I go back? No, I can't. Sorry for sneezing, but those sneezes are very satisfying. I'll just have you know. I apologize, but also.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Sure.
No. He refused to
Yes.
believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I don't know.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. Can confirm.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
It's 5 over there. That's 1, 2. Where's 3? It's this door. 1, 2. Right here. Nice. Here's 4. I don't know what this is gonna do. Might open that door down there. Might do nothing. There's no run ability. Man, just wants to run. Is there a 6? There's not a 6, is there? There. Did I do it wrong? Was I supposed to do it in a different order? Fuck. Hmm. Ten. Why does it say 10 on there? What are these buttons? What is this down here? Fucking light show. Why didn't those buttons work? Is there a 6 somewhere? Shit. Oh, am I supposed to press this after pressing those ones? Fuck. Let's go the reverse order. Maybe I need to press the red button right after. If only it was faster. What's up there? What ending do I have to get to go up there? Have I already been up there? They make different noises. I feel like I'm just wasting time here. Can't even press the big button. Damn it. I wonder if there's a sequence to this or not. Why do they make different noises? Nothing with the buttons. Really? Why would they put these buttons in these locations like this? There's gotta be something. Just to fuck with you. That one made a different noise. Compared to the other ones. The other ones made a doo-doo noise. That one made a different noise. Really? But I already went here and I already did this. Controls idle. Oh, do I have to turn it on first?
And when at last he found the source of the root... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes!
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
Nope.
Turn the controls off.
Nope.
And leave.
I'm loading.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
What?
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
No.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
shit.
Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
How am I supposed to know?
More time to talk
It's code
about
19.
you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
521 0521.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are.
Where's the code
A
at?
moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
What's the code?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
What?
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
Fuck.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
No!
Why not?
You ass!
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
He's evil!
Stanley,
He's gone insane!
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
Why'd you close the door?
Tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Wow,
30
fucked up.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
No.
No ending here. Just you
No.
being blown to pieces. Will you cling
No.
desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from
Oh,
the
it's
moment
the
we begin
shaking.
until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh, we died. We lost. We lost the game. Fuck. Shit. Is there something actually there, though? I feel like there is something there that they're just fucking with you. I don't know. I didn't see anything. Damn you, Stanley. Or, I guess I am Stanley. Fuck. It's almost lunchtime. When did this actually change? Is everybody away on lunch? Or did everybody took an early lunch? Is that what it is? I'm getting the clock ending. I don't think... Is the minute hand actually moving? Don't think it is. Clock ending? Minute hand didn't move at all. Okay. I must have just been tripping. Because it looked like it was in between those two dashes. Are you sure it's not moving at all? It looks like it's touching the 5 now. It wasn't touching the 5 before. It's totes moving. Yeah, it's moving, Joe. Very slowly. We just gotta wait this one out.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of the game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Yes. Don't question my genius, narrator. Don't question it. Okay, maybe we'll check back later. See if it changed to something else. So what is it, like fucking 11:25? Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his
don't even know
co-workers.
what
He never
choices I
functioned
wanna
well
make
by
now.
himself and constantly needed support
yeah,
and
there's a
guidance from
couple.
others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Yeah,
Stanley knew
give
it
up.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm a big fan of
the lounge. Was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I did that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, truly.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
This is cool.
I'm not your enemy, really.
How are they going to get the boxes down from up there?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I guess with this, they could probably...
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking
I'm a
for
nice
me.
guy.
I'm asking for her.
I'm a nice guy.
This is it, Stanley.
Who's her?
Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Waifu?
To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Waifu? Waifu ending? Oh. Oh.
That's her, Stanley.
Waifu. Oh shit, I should let him finish. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, buddy old pal.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Yes.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right,
Waifu!
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? You want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I don't wanna. You're a jerk.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Damn it! You're a bitch. Fucking asshole. Okay, fine. What do you want?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What the fuck? I wonder if he's gonna mention if I can't find my O key. Is that a 0 or that an O? I think it's a 0, I guess.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Pretty hot.
Look at him there, pushing buttons,
What just moved?
doing exactly what he's told to do.
Waifu.
Now he's pushing a button.
Hold me,
now
waifu.
He's eating lunch. Now he's going
Not
home.
safe for Twitch.
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen
Titties,
this
man.
life.
Fuck. This is so not safe for Twitch.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Nice.
And so he began to fantasize
TV.
about his own job.
Oh,
First,
my
he
desk
imagined
is
that
being
one day
constructed
while at
here.
work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to
Where the
two
boys
open
at?
doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, And then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Wow. This game's talking shit.
But there is no answer.
Oh,
how could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Hands off. I mean, you told me not to do it. Push a button. Maybe push the button. Might push the button, just... Yeah, push the button.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I have elected to kill myself.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't
think
make
time
the
is
rules.
passing.
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
I think this is the timer for each ending.
Must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
Shit. Yeah, no persona question, nothing. This game's ridiculous. Okay, so it always starts at like 11:21, 11:20, you know, yeah, 11:21-ish. Hey. So that's a kind of a way you can see how long you've been playing. I wonder if you wait
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Change something or something.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't have that much more I want to try here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
One more
well.
thing to try,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'll never find another say. Yeah, because I'm probably gonna stop playing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes. Yes. There's one more.
Yes, that's where everyone would be.
Thing I can
Stanley
do with
just needed to get to the meeting room.
Jump off the platform
From
onto
then
the
on,
walkway
he would
and
never
do
be
the walkway
alone
one
ever
again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Do that.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It takes so long to get through some of this
Stanley
stuff.
felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
kind of want to go down
Look,
that way
Stanley,
again.
I
though.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Do
wrong
that
foot
after I
here.
do this.
I'm not your enemy, really.
I'm not sure if there's a lock
I
down there.
realize that
but
investing your trust in
there's, like,
someone else
another
can be difficult, but the
thing.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Going through it like you love
She's
it.
been waiting.
Yeah. It's good.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah, get wrecked.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. The music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
He
I can't
knows.
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocols for real-world decision-making.
Oh, no.
Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this
wall
helpful
has been
instructional
destroyed.
video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a
this like
real
the-
person.
Is this the
But if
real,
used
real
incorrectly,
ending?
can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Monkeys.
Or he could systematically
people.
set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Holy shit.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
Sack and crack. My goodness, is it 4:30?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making
That
process.
sounds good.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll
don't
ever
make any
make a
choices.
significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome
the
back.
fuck?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I like how the charts are just, the presentation is just projected on the floor. Well, I guess there's not really anything else, so keep going this way then. What about, no, can't go that, okay. Fine. It's just gonna force me to go back to the beginning. What's going on?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Can't get off anyway. Nope. Okay. It's so good. You're lying right now. I am not. I am not. I am an honest boy. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Juked.
No! Why did you do
fuck.
that?
Oh, shit.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction.
Jeez.
Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh gosh. I want to go through this door. Oh fuck, okay. Go back. Gosh. My bad. Okay, fine. It's through here. Oh
It's
boy.
ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
I'm sorry.
What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my
Everything
story
is
is now
okay.
incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Damn
I have
it.
to.
Oh.
I have to.
Grr, everywhere. Oh shit. Spooks. Oh jeez. Horror game. We're in a horror game. Can confirm. Whoa. Spooky. Whoa.
I'm here. I'm still here.
What the
Here in this pile of rubbish.
What's going
With
on?
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
Jeez.
My entire game is destroyed.
Shit's fucked.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No, I
That
hadn't.
there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
Wow. What the fuck?
My story. If you'd just gone through the door
sad.
on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
I tried
You
to.
would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Just behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley
Should I break
came
it
to a
again?
set of 2
Or should I
open
do it?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Joe, I don't. What's your input? What? I honestly don't know. Should I go should I do it again? Or just go straight? Because if it does the same thing again, I don't really want to do it again. Let's go this way this time. This might just be boring though. Narrator. Oh, okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find it. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This doesn't say washroom. And you can't open it. Oh. This is so great. Wow,
Stepping
I like
inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Yeah.
Surely behind this door
obvious.
lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Work. We're good. Good.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Where's my speaking button?
Okay, fine.
Awkward.
You're not going to do it. But you know
Awkward.
what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
I have no
He
respect.
knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Spooky.
he entered the door on his
The
left.
ghost. What are you gonna do, Stanley?
Stanley?
What are you gonna do?
Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
It's like the proper ending.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
Anything?
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
Oh no!
So, you hear me?
Oh no!
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Oh no!
Okay.
This is like the real
Yeah, I
ending.
can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Oh no!
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Oh no!
Take as much time as you need.
Oof. Narrator kills himself. And Stanley just walks right into the wall. Some more endings. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Do you
What
know
could it
all the
mean?
endings, or are you looking them up?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Is this
Perhaps
because you've
it's
played the
Sabine's
game, or is it
dilemma.
because you've seen people play the game? I imagine you watched Just Fantasy,
When
right?
Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Yeah, I
and
just have, like,
Stanley
one
knew
more
it
thing to
perfectly
do.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Like,
it.
that ending was so Like,
the lounge
there's
was
like no
grand,
way I would
majestic,
do that on my own.
perhaps,
really.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Close Stanley's door and just stay in the office. I tried to do that. It didn't
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
Didn't seem
Stanley,
like
I
it,
think
right?
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
Yeah,
let me prove
you
it.
can tell
Let
me.
me prove that
Danger
I'm on
everywhere.
your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of different things with this, isn't there? Wait, are there? Yeah.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Wow.
And I think, well, I
It's
think
really
I have a
funny.
solution.
Concept
Here,
means.
let me show you.
Whoa. No. 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 Damn, okay. Fine. What is it? What is it, game?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. Space!
Yes.
In
It's
space.
beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Oh,
I actually
narrator.
feel happy.
Wow. That's good. You're on board though, narrator. Whoa! Shit's getting lit. Shit's getting real. Fuck. I'm tripping balls. I was just gonna leave, but then this shit popped up. I mean, how can I at this point? I was a little scared, to be honest. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Whoa. I can't jump off. Wow. This is amazing. Narrator's happy, I'm happy. Let's be honest. It's all I really care about. Wow. Just wow. Shit, anything. I'm just like a puppy. It's going dark. It's getting spooky in here. Oh. Red lights. Wow. Wow. Oh shit. Wow. Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. 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 Oh wow. 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 Oh wow. Wow. Owen Wilson has a good time here, dude. Wow. Just wow. Am I getting hypnotized? The game's trying to hypnotize me. I've seen this trick before. Not buying it. Not a fan. The stars are back. Is it looping now? We found the loop. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. That one's moving. Yeah, piece out of here.
No,
What
wait.
the fuck?
Where are you going?
What happened to the walls? What'd you do to the walls, narrator?
Oh no.
Where's this?
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I want to die. Am I just gonna
Please,
kill
no,
myself?
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I killed myself, and thus I end you. Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh,
I'm alive. Fuck.
thank God. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before.
I'm gonna
If you
kill
die,
myself.
we'll both go back. Why are you doing
Kill myself.
this? Stanley,
Kill myself.
let's go back to the other room.
Gotta
My God.
kill myself.
Is this really how much you
Hypnotized
dislike my
insane
game?
room.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform
I
over
wanted
and
to see if
over to
anything
get rid of it?
interesting
You are
happened.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yes.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes, you are.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Yes, I
I don't
am.
know anymore.
Yeah, you
I
don't.
just wanted us to get along.
Yeah,
But I guess that was too much to
it's
ask.
too bad, isn't it?
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Yeah.
Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
That's dark. That was the darkest ending. Holy shit. Just fucking kills himself. Oh my gosh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh shit, I didn't.
Stanley?
I'll forget it again. What the fuck? What the hell?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the hell?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story
fuck?
in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The hell? Did I mess it up? Oh, you didn't tell me soon enough. I was able to open one of the doors, none of them opened. None of them opened, Joe. I clicked on all of them.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is weird too. What the fuck? Why is it changing? Wait. No, is this normal? This one's normal. Fuck, now I don't even know. How many times has it changed on me? What the fuck? But now I'm locked in here. What the fuck is going on? Are you screwing with me, Joe? You actually do know what this is. What time is it? It's a normal time. Well, now I locked myself in here. I wish I hadn't done that. I was trying to do your fucking thing. I'm stuck in here. It's fucking weird. This game is so fucking trippy. Now this is normal. I don't know.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
This is the
What if
normal
he
way.
had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
Who knows?
No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Yes.
I will be happy.
Yes.
Stanley waited.
I'll be the happiest
Hours
man.
passed.
Yes.
Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to
We have a
tell.
clock right here.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt,
What are you talking
was that
about?
if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
We have a clock.
Eventually,
We can tell
someday,
how long we're
they
waiting.
would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Here it comes. That's great. So if you do this, will you eventually get one of those other ones?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Interesting.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay, Joe.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
How? With this door or the other one? Which door? Is it this door? Or is it the next door? That one up there. How? How? It's fucking impossible.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by
Damn it.
now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
That's so good. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Is that because I have restarted it so many times? That he's aware of it. I just want to see anything else has changed because of this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
The narrator is like really unenthusiastic right now, isn't he? Or is it just me?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals.
It sounded like he was really unenthused.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to...
I wonder if there are like different little things for like if you reset, like when you're like when you're...
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
This game is just, there's so much, dude. There's so much in it. I've never seen the office this brightly lit.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's so bright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It didn't close behind me. I just intercepted it. Damn it. I don't know how you're supposed to do this, Joe. Were you able to do this? What the fuck? Did I break it? I think I broke it. I think I broke it. I don't think it's gonna... Oh. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Hell yeah, yeet, yeet. Yeah, I think this door doesn't close now. Fuck. Those gutters are... What?
Here's the door, just go.
Oh my gosh. So it does change like minutely.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall,
I don't think there's anything here.
Stanley would meet his violent death. A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fuck. How? Let me in. I broke it again. How are you supposed to do it? It's fucking impossible. No way. What if I go down this way now? Juking him.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Is it this phone?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Hello.
We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work.
Yes.
Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Sick. So I got those cardboard boxes on the way. We're chilling. Cool. What about desk 434? Is the narrator gone? AFK? Narrator, are you AFK today? Oh shit. Trying to bust it is what you do. Guess you can get on top of by walking up the chair onto the table and you go out the window. This? Oh, there. Wow, okay. How? What am I crouching under? It's a whole new world.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It sure is.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Freaking read you like a book.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I actually can't do anything. We're doing it again. This game is ridiculous.
All
Oh
his
yes!
co-workers were gone. What
My
could it mean?
boxes.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Fuck.
Perhaps he
The
had
boxes
simply missed a
prevent me.
memo.
Shit. This plan is backfired. Boxes everywhere. Oh my gosh, this game. Holy shit, it's just fucking boxes.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I knew the boxes were gonna come back. I wasn't sure when they were gonna come back. They're just fucking everywhere.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Oh,
entered
shit.
the door on his left.
Ah, dude, this is what messes it all up. Is this decision right here? Because you don't know. Because like, is there a box ending or something? If I like try to do one of these or something, like I don't know. Oh, this game is ridiculous.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was,
No boxes this
the
way.
lounge. What a room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Can I look this way at least?
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Wanna
it's
see if there's a bunch of
incredible he wasn't
boxes.
fired years ago.
There's no boxes here. This is where I mean, there's some. Are those extra? I can't tell. I don't know if those boxes are extra or not.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Sorry, I didn't read that until I already killed myself.
All of his co-workers
Boxes
were
are gone.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game
any
structure
different at all.
and its examination of structural narrative
It's gonna
tropes.
be.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then.
Wow.
Now
coulda.
would also be an appropriate time to quit.
Or now.
Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Oh.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Yes. Sounds good to me. It's beautiful music. This one was definitely the better option. Man, I'm so glad I did this. This is definitely so worth it. I think it's looping now. Or was looping. There's another ending involves pressing a certain button for 2 hours. Are you looking up endings now, or? Or is this still? This is all the memory. Yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna loop. Oof. Looked up. Interesting.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Oh, jeez.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting
The baby
room, and
game.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
he said
lounge first, just to
He
admire
wanted you
it.
to do it for 4 hours. Yeah, I'll
was
try the
okay.
platform one.
But eager to get back to business,
Lost
Stanley
door
took
one
the
doesn't even
first
seem like it's
open door on
possible
his
since the door
left.
closes on you. But I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it wrong or something.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best
Shit.
either get comfortable right here on this platform,
What do I do?
or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
That was 4 hours.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Will I actually survive it now? If I jump? Ooh, I think that's the only thing I can do. There's all these like little invisible walls. There's little edges and stuff. I don't like it. Okay, I mean, if you say so.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Oh. Shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Exciting. Oh, doors. That one opened.
Stanley went around touching
Did this
every
ending
little thing
this
in the office,
happen
but it
because
didn't
of the
make a
other one?
single difference.
Because of what I
Nor
just did.
did it advance the story in any way.
Whiteboard ending. Console bark. So it's blurred out up there. I can't open my console. GG. Close the door now. What do I do? Nothing. Whiteboard ending. So good. Big fan. Do the use function makes a bark sound? Nice. Isn't it just Tilda? It's the double doors. Double doors seemed easier. Is there anything interesting about the rest of this playthrough?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Or is this one just the same? It's just that beginning area is different.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door.
Oh, we did it. That spooked me. It was so loud. Oh, it opened the other way. Interesting. Interesting. Like a jump scare. We're back. We're in it. Okay, yeah, it was that door, not the other door, Joe. Trying to make me fuck shit up. Is it gonna work though, since I have the other opening? Probably. Trolled me, maybe waste my time, my precious time and energy. Oh, it's it reverted. Whoa. Spooky. What the fuck? You are now leaving. Made it out. Escape pod bay floor 760. Wow. Shit. But what about the elevator? Can't do anything? Okay. Spooky. Spooky, scary. So I have to go to floor 760 then, or whatever. Just trying things, just trying my stuff on my way up. It's dark up here. Ooh, real spooky. Yeah. Oh jeez, it's even darker up here. Every time I come in here, just pretend like it's darker. Oh, it's okay. Now it is actually darker. Okay, it has been getting darker. Damn it. I don't know what's going on at this point. Oh, shit. Escape pod launch bay. Yes. Escape. Oh, there's something there. Nice. Hello? What is this white bar? What's going on? What? Hold up. I know. I'll eventually probably play the Portals on stream. Is that it? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How? What did I miss? I just
When
escaped.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I love that after a certain point, it's just like, yeah, just fucking just go through.
Here's the door.
Let's just see a sign that says the player and narrator must both be present in order for the escape pod to work. Then it restarts. That's much. Oh. I didn't see it. The fuck? So I did all that walking for nothing. Now I'm just gonna go and do all that walking again? For nothing? Shit down my throat. Ooh. Damn, dude. This ending's like the longest. Confirmed. My roommate's home and being very loud. Immediately. Okay, well, let's just hoof it back. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I gotta properly do it. Is that really it, though? It's just a sign. That's all you go this way for. If it's there, I'm gonna see it. Can confirm. Oh, because I mean, this is the last thing I'm doing in this game, right? I mean, there's not really anything else that I know to do anyway. Ugh. Game's just a big troll. Big fucking troll. There are 3 more endings, really? Escape. Something's fucked up. Okay, I guess that one's broken. It's probably that white line at the bottom of what the sign is.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm playing with my mustache. Let's try the computers one. I don't know if I'll do the console commands.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of
Is it activating all these computers? Do I have to look it up? Is it like a secret special, or could you basically tell me? How complicated is it? If it's too complicated, I don't really. I'm not gonna try too hard for it. Good list. Wait, so I have to activate a computer and then restart the game. Activate a computer and then restart the game. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
On desk 419. Where's desk 419?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Raining outside. Yeah, nice. It's so crazy that there's like random possible things. This door's gonna close behind me though. Or not. Okay, maybe not. 419. This one. So go there, and then I have to go back to 423. Wait, what? You'd hope to see weather. Okay. But do I have to be on this desk or something? Do I have to be standing next to it? It says restart the game on desk 423. Or do I restart the game just here and then I come back to 423? I restart the game here. Click it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Oh, we got this one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? When Stanley
Wait,
came to a set
fuck. Did that just fuck everything up though? I can't do the normal shit. I got boxes again. Damn it. Game's trolling me. Okay, wait, that's okay. It persisted. Fucking shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
For tonight's stream.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So much in this game. It's so interesting. I feel like they should release updates to this game. It's 4:34.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What? It won't let me.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
What? Is it broken? Am I broken? What's broken? I don't know.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Can I just not? Am I just not allowed? I'm not allowed. Oh wait, it worked. What the fuck, man? What is that? Whoa! Spooky! Explosion. Wow. Heaven. Buttons. Buttons to my heart's content. Buttons. Buttons. Ah. Stanley heaven. Oh my gosh. Stanley. What a glorious place to be. Stanley. This is it. This is just the ending. Singing buttons. Buttons. Oh, I thought I could make all of them dark, but they're getting undark. They stopped. We will buttons all the buttons. Buttons. Not working too well. Whoa, am I moving too? What the hell? Wait, no. I guess I have nothing to, I have no point of reference. So I think these rows are just both moving. But like, if I stay on the edge, I might as well be moving with them, right? Oh, that's so fucking trippy. Because I have no point of reference, so I don't know if I'm moving or I'm not moving. Okay. Really fast. All but 2 endings. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the other endings. Unless I can use console commands. Can you imagine that this is Stanley 7? Yeah. This is all Stanley wants in life. It was weird when they stopped moving, though. I was wondering if there's anything to that or if it was just random. I'm pressing so many buttons. It's beautiful. Sorry, I'm like this. Keep getting caught on the wall. Oh, okay, we're good. Whew. That's what I was picturing. Oh wow, that's just waiting for me. I could just do that at any point. Just go right back in. Just press some more buttons. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. So heaven's just a click away for Stanley. Just a one button away.
The meeting room.
Funny.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Oh, I never want to be alone. How do I access console commands on this game? Do I have it disabled or something? Because I remember it was just like tilde key. I would accidentally press that while I was playing Skyrim a lot. Open the console.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There are more possible layouts for the office besides those 3. I didn't do the hallway one, I guess. I don't know how the hallway one came about. I want to get the hallway one again. And 2 others? Really? It's crazy. Why have I only gotten... Are they just more rare? Or is it based on the things you've done or something?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Crazy.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wish I could read. I wish I could zoom in.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Just turn off people's computers. They always leave this shit running. These bitches always be leaving this shit running.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I think I'm probably gonna just end the stream here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything more with this.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I think we've pretty
Stanley
much
decided to go up to his boss's
nearly
office.
100% of the
Hoping
game,
he
and that
might
wasn't even
find
my
an answer
intention.
that coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Says you. Says you, bitch. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Quit little menu. Wow, look at that mirrored effect. A little bit of trivia. I'm gonna pause it repeatedly. People board it off. They could be doing it in every playthrough or something. Just board it off eventually. That's funny. This game is fucking ridiculous. There's so much to it. Like, it's like you could get this game for like a kid and they could just play around with it forever. But yeah, I feel like they should just update it and just keep adding shit. It would be so good. Oh, it'd be so brilliant. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the first stream for tonight. I'm hungry. I gotta go eat some food. Tomorrow's stream will also be a long one. Playing some other games. Probably get through a couple other games. And then we'll move into some long games again. That'll be cool. So yeah, thanks to everybody who watched. Thanks for watching Joe. Hanging out. See you on League. Yeah, probably. But yeah, see me later.